Another audience question I want to get to from Fernando. You know, and I'm going to broaden Fernando's question just a little bit. So Fernando is asking about how organizations like, I'm going to say organizations like USP. He's asking specifically how the United States pharmacopoeia initiatives can drive the adoption of continuous manufacturing for the biopharma industry. I'm going to broaden that up a little bit and ask Barrett and Paul what you're seeing from the perspectives of industry organizations like USP or Nimble for that matter, or other organizations in the bio space that are proactively, you know, advancing continuous as a practice and perhaps working, you know, public-private partnership angles to advance the adoption of continuous in the biopharma space. How much activity are you seeing from organizations like that, and how important are they in the move forward? Barrett, I'll start with you since you're on my screen.
Well, I know a fair amount about USP. They acquired us, so we work with them quite a bit. I knew there, especially in this area, there's a lot of activity with USP. Mm-hmm. I've been collaborating with them a lot with the solid oral dose, but now they are absolutely focused on the biopharm industry implementing this as well. So there's definitely a lot of interest. There's also a lot of potential support and collaboration, which is worth mentioning. USP I know has been doing this. They're looking to set up the ability to have these labs and be able to support people in this area. I also know that other vendors such as Sartorius and other vendors are collaborating with industry as well to kind of share knowledge. That's, I think, the greatest thing that USP has been doing is knowledge sharing. A lot of these key industry leaders and big companies that are looking to implement continuous, for once they're sharing information and it's moving it forward. So that's one area definitely they're very interested in advancing.
Yeah, Paul, what kind of activity are you seeing on the not just supplier side, but the industry association and public-private partnership kind of environment in terms of moving continuous forward?
Yeah, I think, and again, not to overly generalize, but I think the last couple of years, as we've tried to sort of advance through the pandemic, has allowed for a much greater, as you call it, public-private partnership to kind of work together. I think, again, in this particular case relative to continuous, the benefits are pretty clear. There are some scientific, hurdles that we need to get over. And with the science and I guess the equipment to help us through the science, working with the standards organizations or advocacy groups or service providers, I think all of the community working together will allow for that to go forward in such a way that we'll be better off. So I think we've just got a lot of work to do in that space to bring together all the stakeholders and actually allow the scientific hurdles to be overcome.